Been a busy week here at TPG with Delta's announcement on Tuesday that they're going to revolutionarily change the way that they award SkyMiles and potentially also change the way you redeem them. Miles was so upset, my dog, that he actually asked me to change his name because he doesn't like sharing even a portion of the name SkyMiles. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. But anyway, there's been tons of questions around it, and an interesting one came in on Twitter from Josh, who was curious, how does an airline like Alaska, which partners up with Delta, and one of the tips that I gave was that you can actually fly Delta still but bank your miles to Alaska. How does Alaska make money if you fly on Delta and then credit miles to them to Alaska and then redeem your miles on Alaska? Why is Alaska making money on this if you're paying Delta for your ticket but banking your miles to Alaska? Well, this is a funny thing with partnerships. The airlines do actually have to pay their partners for the miles that they buy for you. So instead of banking the miles to their program, they can bank it to a partnership. But really what ends up happening is Alaska members will redeem for Delta flights, Delta members redeem for Alaska, and I think at the end of the year, they usually, if there's a huge disproportionate balance of Delta members redeeming or banking their miles to Alaska, there is some sort of cash settlement, but it's nothing like the price of what we buy miles for. The airlines have a mutually agreed upon price. So Alaska is making money whenever Delta banks miles, buys Alaska miles whenever you fly Delta. So there is this whole interchange. It's a lot more complex than that. I'm not privy to all the details, because if I had them, I'd probably share them with you and reveal business secrets of the airlines. But there is an exchange going on back and forth. I do think that the Alaska loophole could potentially change, not loophole, but option, I should say, because it's perfectly above board, and I'll link below to how exactly you do it. Another question I got was, can you transfer your Delta SkyMiles into Alaska miles? No. Generally, you can't transfer your existing miles into another currency, at least not doing it without a horrible transfer ratio at a site like points.com. They will allow you to switch, but you're going to get nailed on the conversions for the most part. So once you have miles in a currency, it's very hard to get them out, which is why you need to choose wisely in the first place and choose a program that you find the most value in, because it's really hard to get rid of miles or change them once you already have them. Long-winded answer, but I hope that answered it. If not, tweet me at ThePointsGuy.